Yeah, what up, baby? You already know what time it is. We back. Another episode of that catalog talk. This is episode 2. In today's episode, we're gonna be focusing on a new album, a different album, I should say. We still sticking with that same Curren.C and Harry Fraud theme. Only this time around, we bought another feature. So this time we got a collab track, or a collab project, I should say. We're gonna be looking at The Stage EP by Curren.C, featuring Smoke DZA, produced by Harry Fraud. Now this is another classic project, another short and sweet project, kind of got straight to the point. This one came out a little bit after the Cigarette Boats project came out. This one came out October 30th, 2013. And like I said, it's short and sweet. This one's only 4 tracks. This one does have a couple features on it. The first 3 songs is gonna be Curren.C and Smoke DZA just kind of doing their thing, laying out the vibe, laying out the atmosphere, laying out the setting, let them know what type of time we're gonna be on. But like I said, we do get into a few features on this one. One of them is gonna be Big K.R.I.T. So Young Crizzle is definitely a nice feature. You'll see that he's definitely on a lot of projects with both Smoke DZA and Curren.C as well. And then also we got the Coke Boy himself, French Montana. So this is gonna be a collab track with all 4 of them on the last and final track of this project. But like I said, I picked this project. I wanted to stick with the same Curren.C theme. If you haven't realized already, Curren.C is my favorite rapper, I should say. He's definitely one of the rappers that I've been following for quite a long time. I've been rocking with him since way back in the day. I'm talking Fast Times at Ridgemont Fly, and if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you're gonna find out fucking with this channel. But I ain't gonna wrap y'all up too much further. We're gonna start with the first track on the album. Just to give a little background on it, like I said, this is produced by Harry Fraud, and you already know what type of time Harry Fraud on. He be in them crates, he be deep in them crates, and I'm talking about he be going way back, like 30, 40 years. I picked this track because it has some nice continuity to it. Like I said, it's short and sweet, it's simple, it's easy to digest, and it's just a mix of great bars from both Smoke DZA and Curren.C. But again, you're gonna get that A1 production from Harry Fraud. So these 3 together make a great marriage, a great coalition of just quality music. So this is what, 13 years old now. So it stood the test of time. It's still a classic. This is definitely one of the go-tos that I go if I'm looking to chill. This ain't really no I'm about to hit the gym and work out type of vibe, but it's definitely some I'm in the crib chilling. I'm about to pick up a little shorty. I'm about to light some incense. I'm about to be on some grown man shit type of vibe. So definitely something that you'll rock with. We'll get into the first track. First track is titled First Light. Now this is featuring another 1984. I don't know what it is about 1984 and Curren.C and Harry Fraud, but this features another 1984 song. This is a song by a group called Spoons, and the name of the song is Romantic Traffic. Harry Fraud, he doesn't really, and with these Curren.C projects at least, he don't really hide the samples in the beat. You'll definitely hear it right away. And if you go back and listen to the original song, you'll know exactly what I mean. Within the first few seconds of the original song, you're gonna hear where Harry Fraud took that from, and you'll see how he incorporated it into the beat. So 1984 Spoons, Romantic Traffic is definitely a song. Again, I do a lot of research with these samples. I never heard this, but with all 4 of these samples, once I heard them, like, hearing the hip-hop version, the Curren.C version, gave me a better appreciation for it. So if I would have heard them by themselves, maybe I wouldn't have liked them as much, but hearing the connection between the song that I like versus the original version, I added all these to my Apple library. I'm a big fan of that old music. I love 1980s music, rock, R&B, all that 1980s stuff. It's before my time, but I can definitely appreciate it. I can appreciate the quality of music that they was putting out back then. So shout out to Spoons. Like I said, Romantic Traffic, 1984, definitely a great sample. But without any further ado, let's get into the first track of the project, First Light. Let's get it. Already you hear them drums in the background, kind of on the right side. Classic sampling. And there you go with that La Musica.
Strike a boat, clean as fuck, eating millions and shit and soap. It's in the ceilings, it's in the walls, it's in the flow. That's old news, the real drugs is in the flow. Gold shoes, dating spokes on the 94. It's too thick for you to see through it. You know how we do it. Way different from them, mama who let them in. Undesirables, non-viable. This is what them bosses flick they lighters to. Right. I hope you suckers ready for it. You know your bitch is waiting on it. This that first smoke of the morning. This that shit you always want.
Fuck the fame, give me the money and bud. Nigga can walk through Harlem and it's nothing but love. You rockin' with the innovators, imitated, never duplicated. If you don't feel acting, chances is you's a hater. Look at the ground when real niggas round. I can see through the fake love and fake pounds. I ain't trippin', I don't kick it with them. Versus they could cop it long as they got the ticket for it. DZA.
This is Harlem and New Orleans. This is old schools and dry farms.
Right.
This that first smoke of the month. This that shit you always want.
And there you have it, man. Track 1, First Light. You already know what type of time we're on when it comes to Currency. Kind of sticking with that same theme from Cigarette Boats, kind of sticking with that audio dope theme. He started off right with an exit and the strike a boat. Clean as fuck, eating millions and shit and soap. It's in the ceiling, it's in the walls, it's in the flow. That's old news. The real drugs is in the flow. You already know what type of time when you're on audio dope, baby. My man putting out that heat every week, every month, every track, every project. You already know. So like I said, it's just a nice little intro into what type of time we're going to be on with this little short project. Like I said, they call it an EP for a reason. It's short, get you in, get you out, give you nothing but quality music. So Currency definitely did his thing. And Smoke DZA, he always gonna do his thing. Like I said, he's so unique with his flow. Like, he don't really follow the trends with a lot of these other New York rappers. But you said it right there in the hook. This is Harlem, this is New Orleans, the old schools and dry foreign. So shout out Harlem, shout out New Orleans. That's the hometown of both of these rappers, respectively. And Smoke DZA, he always gonna do his thing, man. He always come through talking that shit. And what he said, you rocking with the innovators, imitated, never duplicated. Niggas will try to duplicate it, but they can't. They just imitate it. So that's definitely the type of time we're on with the style of both of these rappers. One of the things on this project itself is just recognizing that not everybody gonna support you. And that's something that hit homes for me directly, just being a YouTube creator. Like, we all got people in our life that we know who we can and who we can't count on for support. Shout out to everybody in my personal life that's watching this video. I appreciate you and you know who you are. So I'm gonna look you dead in your face when I say that. And if not, you already know what time we on. So that's why I picked this project for number 2, man, just to pay homage to everybody that supported me and that is supporting me. And shout out to everybody that watched my last video and this one as well. But without rapping too much further into track 1, that's a nice little intro just to kind of set the mood, set the vibe, because you know what type of time we're on. We're going to get into track 2. Now, track 2 is entitled Gifts. Now, this is my personal favorite track. And while I love the way that Currency and Smoke DZA approach this, my favorite part about this song is going to be the sample. And it's just that bass line. That bass line, like, you see I got my beats on. Like, when you listen to this music with headphones on and you kind of just surround yourself in that environment, like, it just puts you in the mode. So there's definitely one that I appreciate for the production specifically. And then when you put these two talented rappers on top of it, it's just a masterpiece in my opinion. So speaking of the beat, this is actually sampling a 1977 track by a group called Manchild, and the name of the song is Especially For You. And again, same as the last track, same as the next 2 tracks, this is one of those obvious samples. Like, as soon as you put on the original song and as soon as you play this, you're going to hear that sample right away. So I ain't going to rap too much further about it. We're going to get into track 2, which is entitled Gifts by Currency, featuring Smoke DZA, produced by Harry Fraud. Let's get it. Immediately you hear that bass line in the background. That shit goes so crazy. Like, you just feel it in your soul, man. This is what I call beautiful music.
Prone to think, communicate with killers via core links. Some of my niggas went from the corner to the coroner. I made it out, luxury bus, touring love, right. Feeling better than head on the wake up. Roll me up a bomber like, it's great stuff. Won a couple dollars off the Knicks first Pacers. I'm raged up. Already a better day than Ice Cube had. Hop out the 7 and some Ewins. You looking bad in that bullshit you in. I speak Ebonics and Ben Franklin fluent. And I'm a top tier nigga. L7, you a fucking square nigga. We could never square with you. That's a
Yeah, bitch, they gotta weigh it on the scale, they weigh the whales with. One sniffer make a German Shepherd backflip. 3 small gold chains, 2 pinky rings, and 1 big fucking dream to own all this. Hazardous habitats, we hustling but fucking homes. Bastard is rabbit at them cash stacks. Bitches is going bad for that. Put you on like socks. Put you on like my watch, put you up like a poster. The last stone poets who never sold their souls is still in motion, raking that dough in. And you silly motherfuckers thought it's just about smoking. Shit. Get right.
We sing a song.
And there you have it, man. Track 2, Gifts. Like I said, that's a beautiful song. In my opinion, that's a fucking masterpiece. Excuse my language, bro. That joint goes so crazy. That sample is amazing. Like that song, it says it right there. Playing good music is our gift to you. We sing a song especially for you, man. Like this is nothing but good quality music. And that, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna die on this hill. That bass line goes so crazy, bro. Like if I could play the bass, I would be out here killing shit. So you gotta appreciate a good artist and talent when you see it. And just the original track by itself is just, it's beautiful music. But like I said, man, Smoke DZA, he always gonna do his thing, man. He be talking that shit, man. He definitely brings his hometown the hometown vibe to it, and he always gonna talk that shit and like put niggas in a sense where we can relate to him. Like a lot of these rappers talk about like extra, oh, I got $1 million, I got a fucking Bentley truck and blah blah blah. Nah, like these niggas will say shit that you can relate to as an everyday nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some of my niggas went from the corner to the coroner as anybody. You ain't even gotta be a black man. As anybody, we all have people that didn't make it to 30. Shout out to anybody that made it past 30, because we all got friends that didn't make it to 30. So you got to just count that as a blessing, man. And getting old and aging, that's a blessing, because not everybody gets to do that. But like I said, shit like that, feeling better than head on the wake up. Romeo Obama likes this great stuff. Personally, I don't smoke, but we all know how that head on the wake up feels. So I'm going to leave it at that. But like I said, shit that everybody can relate to. And when he said he won a couple dollars off the Knicks versus Pacers, hey, I ain't no Knicks fan. Hey, shout out to LeBron. I'm going to take a moment to shout out LeBron. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I'm a LeBron fan. I did win some money on the Lakers on the money line tonight, so shout out to them for getting me paid. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, like I said, man, Smoke DZA, he always going to come through with that shit that you can relate to while still talking that shit. And then, you know, Currency, he always gonna hop on there and do his thing, man. My man still the show every time. So, you know what I'm saying? He started it off with, yeah, bitch, they got to weigh it on the scale we weigh the whales with. Shout out to Jadakiss. That's definitely a homage to a line he said back in the day. So shout out to him. But there you go, like with that same theme. Like he always gonna stay on par with the topic. Same theme, sticking with that audio dope. So like I said, one sniff will make a German Shepherd backflip. So again, we all know what them German Shepherds be on. So, like I said, on par, continuity all the way through. Currency did his thing. Smoke DZA did his thing. Shout out to both of them. And again, I'm always down this hill for that original track, man. Man Child, especially for you, is a great sample. And I'm so glad I was able to find it through this song. And that's why you got to appreciate the quality of good music, man. It brings you through. It lets you try new things, hear new things, example new things. And this is one of those examples of a song that I love, both the original and the new version. But that's it. I ain't going to rap too much further about track 2. Next, we're going to get into track 3. Again, it's just Currency and Smoke DZA on the track by themselves, talking their shit, going back and forth, doing their thing. This song is titled Thursday Car, another classic. It's only 4. They're all classics in my opinion, but this song is entitled Thursday Car. This features a 1969 sample, so Harry Fraud went even deeper into crates for this one. This is by an artist named Wilson Das Neves, and the name of the song is Jordana. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but again, same as all the other songs, you'll hear the sample right away. The original track is fire, the sample is fire, the verse is fire, the lyrics are fire. So without any further ado, we're going to get into track 3, Thursday Car. Let's get it.
La música de Harry Fraud.
My old head told me kill them bitches. Rolling out while we handle our business. I know the haters there, but we ain't tripping. Shit, we too busy being them niggas. We too busy being them niggas. Big money, good weed, and fly bitches. High Dillons, high ceilings, high bitches, high hillin'. I'm smooth, herringbone over the Oxford. We fucking mobsters, we just cop the cop, fuck it. You know how they do, use your own shit and try to play you. Haters hate, but I'm sleep though. Respect you get 0. Chop cold cut, trying to be hero. The Ripley's, believe it or not, it'll be gone before you get off the clock. Designer sweatpants and fresh 3s. We gave you niggas the blueprint. Now go ahead ahead and get fresh, B. All that double RL like denim and supply shit. Let's not forget Ross. I said, go ahead and get fresh, B. I know the haters there, but we ain't tripping. Shit, we too busy being them niggas. We too busy being them niggas. We too busy being them niggas.
Backseat cipher, me, my weed, my lighter, pass the weed to my driver like MacGyver, get me in and out of traffic where the cash it, I'm there in the nick and timer, these little bars ain't rhymers, they a boss same in you, so you're taking losses anytime you go against us, bitches get something to remember when they visit, swing that corner with me in that Lolo, she was hitting switches, now you dolo, cause she no longer wanna be with you, I'm out Soho shopping, stop, take some pictures, Cadillac trucks back to back outside, while we inside buying babe, you too broke to fix your face, huh?
My old head told me kill them bitches. Rolling out while we handle our business. We too busy being them niggas. We too busy being them niggas. Big money, good weed, and fly bitches.
And there you have it, man. Track 4. Another great track, another classic track, in my opinion. Like I said, this project has so much continuity. It's almost like these songs don't even stop. Like one just flows right into the other. But this one, while the sample was a classic, it kind of kept the same tone all the way through. This song was highlighted by the words, the lyrics, the wordplay, the actual verses. So I mean, it started off in the verse. My old head told me killing bitches, rolling up while we handle our business. I know them haters there, but we ain't tripping. What I just say at the beginning of the video, it's always gonna be niggas hating. It's always gonna be motherfuckers hating, man, but we ain't tripping. Cause we worry about the ones supporting us, man. Don't worry about the ones that's hating. Cause we too busy being them niggas. So like I said, he get right into it, start talking that shit right away. Haters hate, but I'm sleep though. Respect you get zero. So again, back to that haters theme. This song, this project in general is just specifically about just recognizing who support us and just downing them haters, man. It's always gonna be niggas hating. But everybody out there, don't worry about the ones hating. Keep doing you. It's always gonna be somebody to support you. Whether you know them or not, it's always gonna be somebody to support you. And then at the end, he started talking that shit, talking about phone posits and bucket hacks, designer pants, and some fresh threes. So like I said in the last track, like I said in this track, Smoke DZA, he always gonna put niggas on when it comes to fashion. That nigga is the fucking spokesman of rugby, polo, denim and supply, all that shit. Back in like 2013, 2014, that's all niggas was wearing. I ain't gonna lie, I was in Macy's looking for this shit myself, bro. Like niggas is definitely influential when it comes to it. So Smoke DZA always gonna talk that shit when it comes to that fashion. And then you already know, Curren$y come through, like I said, talking that shit like always. Backseat cipher, me, my weed, my lighter, pass my weed to my driver like MacGyver. He get me in and out of traffic, like I said, he talking that shit, and then he ends it with where the cash at. That's, in my opinion, that's a homage to where he started. I don't know how many of y'all listened to Lil Wayne back in the day, Lil Wayne, but he was on that song Where the Cash At. That's where I first heard Curren$y. That's where I became a fan of Curren$y. So if you haven't heard that song, at the end of this video, just type it on YouTube, Where the Cash At, and you're gonna see where it all started. That's not where he started, but that's where my fandom of Curren$y started. But like I said, man, he always gonna just talk that shit, get straight into it. And at the end, he's talking about that shit about switching corners with the Lolo. Now she hitting switches, now you dolo, because she no longer want to be with you. I said it in the last video, I'm going to say it in this video, man. Everybody ain't loyal. And I ain't going to say who is who and what is what, but if you got your eyes open, you already know. And you ain't got to let them know that you know, man. Just move accordingly and keep it fucking pimping at all costs. And then he follows it. He ends his verse with, while we inside buying, babe, you too broke to fix your face. That's just like, nigga, you broke as hell. If you can't even fix your face, you already know what type of time it is. But like I said, Curren$y, Smoke DZA, they gonna do their thing every single time. One of my favorite tracks, not my favorite, but definitely top 2. But that's it. That's all I got to say about track 3. I ain't gonna rap too much further about it. We about to get into the last and final track on the project. This is track 4. It's entitled 10 Bricks. As I said in the beginning of this video, there were a few features on this project, French Montana and Big K.R.I.T. Shout out to French Montana, big fan of his, but I'm an even bigger fan of Big K.R.I.T. You'll even see me react to a few of his projects on this channel as well. Big K.R.I.T. definitely comes through with a similar flow to Curren$y. They from the same region, they both from like the South. Curren$y from New Orleans, Big K.R.I.T. from shit, I think that nigga from Mississippi, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he from Mississippi. But yeah, they definitely have similar flows. Big K.R.I.T. is a lot more country, and he leans more into that country, and you'll hear it right away with this verse, as well as his projects by themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? You'll hear that right away. And then French Montana, you know, Mac and Cheese Part 2, Coke Boys. That nigga always gonna come through with that shit. Like, this ain't one of one of my favorite verses of his, but he definitely didn't take away from the track, and he definitely showed why he was on the track to begin with. So, like I said, break it down, you'll hear it. As far as the sample on this project, this is sampling another song from 1972. This is by a band called ORF Big Band, and the name of the song is Let's Forget the World. Same theme as all before. If you ever listen to the original track, you'll hear right away why they put it in here and why it adds so much continuity to it, and you'll even hear where he put the sample in and what parts of the song he took. So without any further ado, I ain't gonna wrap y'all up too much further. We're gonna get into the last track, 10 Bricks. Let's go.
Don't slow it down for him, you know. Sometimes they say you gotta laugh. You might laugh to cry out. Oh,
Them
man.
vocals in the background, man. Like I said, beautiful music. This whole project is just beautiful music. And French Montana, man, he talked that shit.
Homie, I just lost my only paper. Back to square one. Feel like misery is my only neighbor. It's getting high, got me locked up in the precinct, smelling like last night. Why people sell their soul for the fast life? Watching television, how you baptized in the brainwashed. What to wear, where to live, what to do when a friend is a friend with a motive and broke plans. Have a nigga down, feeling hopeless, grabbing my leg. Feel like crabs in the bucket, can't get ahead. Cause either niggas waiting on you, or they hating on you. Tell them I ain't falling no milk. Cause either you a made man, or your game plan. Trying to make the kind of money that don't exchange hands. Either you the pimp type, or you hoeing out. Real motherfucker know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Too much going on to think about. Old school Camaro like the new ones never drop. Bitch waving when I'm swinging, but I can't stop. Like that green, bitch, we always got the green light. What you mean? I go where I please. Hold like don't leave, but baby, I'm in the breeze. Slabs, whatever you want, we have. Sling it like the rock fired by David and Goliath. Word rhyming Heisman. Joe Namath with my fur coat sidelining. I bought Rolex watches for all of my offensive linemen. Audio, dope boy magic, burning through the plastic. Touchdown passes, flicking fleas off like ashes.
Cause either niggas waiting on you, or they hating on you. Tell them I ain't falling no milk. Bitch, I'ma say that they don't want it. I put some money on it. I'ma be the coldest motherfucker ever. Cause either you a made man, or your game plan. Trying to make the kind of money that don't exchange hands. Either you the pimp type, or you hoeing out. Real motherfucker know exactly what I'm talking about. Niggas act funny on the daily, spare me. I be indifferent to most shit sincerely. Not a fuck given in my body. Sorry, try to hit me with that old school game. Atari, leave them like Larry's, nigga saucy as shit. You know the type, backbite, but when they see you straight hop on your dick, I'm like, are these niggas stupid or nah? Rhetorical question as I puff on my guard. Ain't heard from my homie in weeks. Seeing a hole when I get that unavailable call, I already know. And as soon as a nigga press 5, he hit me with that ride. Hype daddy, keep his spirits alive. Said he heard me on the radio, whole building was live. He like, nigga, I won't see daylight soon, but as long as you shining, bro, I'll be cool. Either niggas waiting on you, or they hating on you. Tell them I ain't falling no milk. Bitch, I'ma say that they don't want it. I put some money on it. I'ma be the coldest motherfucker ever. Cause either you a made man, or your game plan. Trying to make the kind of money that don't exchange hands. Either you the pimp type, or you hoeing out. Real motherfucker know exactly what I'm talking about. Cool.
When you are dreaming in your bed, your heart feels lonely and so sad. How could it be that she has gone now?
And there you have it, man. Track 4, 10 Bricks. Now, like I said, Gifts was my favorite song production-wise, but lyric-wise, it's hard to beat this song, man. Like, this song is so relatable. Like, French Montana definitely hold his own on this project, like I said in the beginning of the song, and they all just kind of speak to personal stuff that we can all deal with, that we all deal with on a daily basis. Talking about, homie, I just lost my only paper. back to square one, feeling like misery is my only neighbor. I mean, we all been there, bro. We all been down bad. We all been in that spot, man. All you can do is bounce back, bro. Like it's something you can do. You can't stay down there. You can't feel bad. Ain't nobody gonna feel bad for you. All you can do is bounce back to it. But like, I mean, and even Currency, he came in talking that shit. He always gonna be on that braggadocious shit, but this verse is just so relatable. Too much going on to think about. Old school Camaro, like the new ones never dropped. Like we all got shit going on. Sometimes you don't even want to think about it. And like I said, I don't smoke. Everybody got their vice and do what they do to forget about their problems, but we all got issues that we going through. And this song just kind of lets you know that you're not the only one in that boat. But then he gets back to it. He starts talking that shit, letting niggas know he on his grind. He said, I go where I please, whole like don't leave, but baby, I'm in the breeze. Money don't grow on trees. Hey, bro, I can speak to that on a daily basis. As much as I want to be laid up every day, I got 2 jobs and I be recording these videos all day. So I'm always on the move, man. I'm always in the breeze, baby. Niggas gotta get paid because money don't grow on trees. But then he wraps it up, audio dope boy magic, burning through the plastic, touchdown passes, flicking fleas like the ashes. So Currency, he always gonna do his thing. He definitely signed off in a good way on this track. And then, you know, Smoke DZA, I love his signature right that he always starts his verses with. I love that. Like, that's so unique and original and nobody can copy that. So it's definitely one of those things where I can definitely fuck with it. But towards the end of his verse, he was talking about his man. Soon as a nigga pressed 5, he hit me with that right. And then he's talking about, I know I won't see daylight soon, but as long as you shining, I'll be cool. Hey, shout out to Tito, man. I know you've been down for a minute and I know you're gonna come home soon. But every time I hear this song, I think about you. So shout out to you, bro. I'm gonna put some money on your books tonight just because of that shit. And then Big K.R.I.T, last but not least, this hook right here is the reason why I picked this track, because watching my first video and kind of telling people about it and seeing how different people react to it, you get a sense of who is in your corner and who is just there to go through the motions. So what he say on that hook? He said, either niggas waiting on you or they hating on you. So that's it right there. They either waiting on you or they hating on you. When I told people I was starting this channel, I had some people talking about oh, when's your video dropping? Oh, make sure you put it out. Oh, believe in yourself, this and that. And then I got other people like, oh, your little video thing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but that's why I picked this track, because I felt like it hit home. So it's definitely one of them things where it's like, man, believe in yourself, even if the world don't believe in you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to do it right. And then he wraps it up. He wraps up the hook where either you pimp tight or you hoeing out, but still motherfuckers know exactly what you're talking about. So like I said, man, talk that shit, talk your shit. Regardless of who believe in you, talk your shit and let that shit shine through. And at the end of the day, you know who is what and who is where. And just make sure you put people in that same box based on how they act. That's how we act in all 2026. But yeah, man, that's it. That's my take. That's my take on The Stage. Definitely one of my favorite projects. That's why I wanted to do this first. I'm definitely emptying the clip on all my favorite projects. I'm trying to do some of the short ones first, just to kind of get them out there. Obviously, I like a lot of these short projects. They're easy to break down. They're easy to digest. They're easy to do the research and kind of get into the samples, the verses, the hooks, the wordplay, the metaphors, and all that. So I appreciate y'all. If you made it to the end of the video, definitely you part of the Catalog Talk gang. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go check out my other videos. And until next time, make sure you check this one out. It's on Apple Music Streaming, The Stage EP, Smoke DZA, Currency, Harry Fraud. And until next time, keep it pimping. We out.